Alright, so this is a new video from a new channel. Now look, they haven't broke up yet, but we're gonna go ahead and listen to what their theories is. And it's called Suplex Saga. So if you guys want to subscribe, here's their channel right here. We're not gonna waste no time. Let's figure out what they're talking about.
Hello, fight fans and seekers of the truth. Welcome back to Suplex Saga, where we expose the hidden layers and secret plots behind the world of wrestling. Today we're delving into a rumor that has the entire WWE universe buzzing. Insiders are reporting that a shocking breakup between Dominik Mysterio and Liv Morgan is about to unfold. But that's not all. The whispers suggest that WWE is orchestrating an even bigger twist. As WrestleMania looms, Dominik is allegedly preparing to betray Liv Morgan in a storyline change that will shake the foundations of the company. And who will he align with next? All the details are hidden beneath layers of mystery. Today, we're going to break down every piece of insider intel, analyze the hidden clues, and explore what this twist could mean for the future of WWE. So sit tight, because we're about to peel back the curtain on one of the most mysterious and potentially game-changing storylines in recent history. Over the past few weeks, the rumor mill has been churning with whispers that the once solid alliance between Dominik Mysterio and Liv Morgan is on the verge of a dramatic collapse. What began as subtle hints in backstage chatter has now escalated to full-blown insider reports. According to our sources, WWE is planning a major storyline shift, one that will see Dominik, the rising star known for his resilience and in-ring prowess, turn his back on Liv Morgan in a betrayal that could redefine his character. Imagine the shockwaves this will send through the WWE universe. A breakup not over personal differences, but as part of an elaborate plot twist designed to build suspense ahead of the biggest stage of them all, WrestleMania. Let's dive into the details. Several trusted insiders have come forward, claiming that the breakup between Dominik and Liv is not just imminent, it's meticulously planned. According to these sources, WWE's creative team has been quietly rewriting the script. The plan? To have Dominik betray Liv Morgan, shocking fans with a twist that few saw coming. These insiders reveal that behind closed doors, discussions have taken place about changing the dynamics of the duo's relationship. What once was portrayed as a strong alliance is now being painted in a darker light, one where ambition and personal gain outweigh loyalty. Host on camera. The details remain murky, but one thing is clear. WWE is setting the stage for a monumental shift. With WrestleMania on the horizon, every moment leading up to the event is being scrutinized for clues of what might come next. In the world of sports entertainment, alliances are often as fleeting as they are intense. But what makes this potential breakup so mysterious? It's the lack of any public hint or foreshadowing. Until now, Dominik and Liv have appeared to be on the same page, united in their quest to elevate their careers. Yet, beneath the surface, something was brewing. Our insiders hint at backstage tension, unexplained glances, and hushed conversations that didn't quite add up. The narrative being spun suggests that Dominik's ambitions may be pulling him in a direction that leaves Liv Morgan in the dust. As we sift through these clues, the picture becomes more complicated. Was there a catalyst for this split? And how has WWE been nurturing this storyline in secret? To better understand what we might be witnessing, let's take a step back and look at past instances where WWE has orchestrated similar betrayals. History tells us that WWE loves a dramatic twist, from unexpected heel turns to shocking partnerships gone wrong. Remember when alliances that seemed rock-solid crumbled in a heartbeat? In many cases, those twists were used not just to surprise fans, but to propel new storylines and create fresh rivalries. The breakup of Dominik and Liv might be following a similar blueprint. By comparing this potential split to previous events, we can begin to see the patterns. WWE has mastered the art of the sudden betrayal, and this could be their next masterstroke. Timing is everything in the world of wrestling, And the fact that this potential betrayal is set to occur before WrestleMania only adds to the intrigue. WrestleMania isn't just another event. It's the grandest stage in sports entertainment, where every storyline reaches its climax. By planting the seeds of betrayal now, WWE is ensuring that the shock value is maximized when the event finally arrives. The fallout from this breakup could ripple through every match, every promo, and every piece of backstage drama leading up to WrestleMania. This raises an important question: why now? The answer might lie in WWE's long-term plans to revamp their narrative, creating new rivalries and alliances that will define the future of the company. Digging deeper, we begin to see hints of a hidden agenda. Insiders suggest that this breakup is not merely about a failing relationship, it's part of a much larger plan. WWE is rumored to be planning huge changes behind the scenes, and the breakup of Dominik and Liv might just be the opening move. Unconfirmed reports point to secret meetings, covert strategy sessions, and even whispers of power struggles within the creative team. Could it be that this storyline is designed to realign the stars of WWE, paving the way for fresh partnerships and rivalries? All of this only deepens the mystery. With every new clue, the picture becomes more elaborate, and the stakes higher. So, what does this potential betrayal really mean? At its core, it appears to be a clash of ambitions. Dominik Mysterio, a rising star with a legacy to uphold, might be tempted by promises of greater glory and a new alliance that could propel him even further in his career. Meanwhile, Liv Morgan, whose charisma and resilience have made her a fan favorite, could be left reeling by this shocking turn of events. According to our sources, WWE's creative minds believe that pitting ambition against loyalty will create a narrative rich with emotion, conflict, and suspense. Dominik's decision to betray Liv isn't just about a personal falling out. It's about choosing power over partnership. The tension is palpable, and the question on everyone's mind remains: what has driven Dominik to consider such a drastic move? And here we come to the burning question: who will Dominik align with next? With the breakup looming and the betrayal imminent, fans are already speculating about the next chapter in his journey. Could it be a surprising heel turn that sends shockwaves through the WWE universe? Or is this the beginning of a strategic alliance with a yet-to-be-named powerhouse? The possibilities are as endless as they are tantalizing. Every rumor, every leaked detail points to one thing: the future is uncertain. And that uncertainty is what makes this storyline so magnetic. As we await more concrete details, the question remains: who will Dominik choose? The answer could redefine his career and reshape the landscape of WWE entirely. We've reached out to several industry analysts and longtime insiders to get their take on this developing saga. One expert, who wishes to remain anonymous, told us, "This isn't just a breakup. It's the spark for a major realignment within WWE. We're looking at a storyline that could rival some of the most iconic betrayals in wrestling history." Expert 1. Dominik's move could be a calculated risk, one that sets him on a path toward a new, more controversial identity. The betrayal of Liv Morgan is just the opening act. The real story is how this decision will play out in the ring and affect WWE's overall narrative. Analysts agree that this twist is designed to maximize drama and anticipation. As we count down to WrestleMania, every angle of this potential breakup is being scrutinized for a hidden meaning. While the experts differ on who Dominik might align with next, they all acknowledge that this is a turning point, not only for him, but for the entire company. Of course, no major storyline is complete without the roar of the fans. Social media is already aflame with theories, speculations, and raw emotion over the potential breakup. Fans are debating everything from the motivations behind Dominik's betrayal to who might emerge as his next ally. Hashtags like #DominikBetrayal, #BreakupBeforeWrestleMania, and #SuplexSaga are trending, and online communities are dissecting every frame of recent matches for hidden clues. The passion and intensity from the WWE universe remind us that sometimes The most powerful storylines are the ones that blur the line between fiction and reality. This potential breakup is not an isolated incident. It's part of a much larger reimagining of WWE's narrative. With WrestleMania fast approaching, WWE is clearly gearing up for something monumental. The ramifications of Dominik's betrayal will likely ripple across multiple storylines, affecting rivalries, alliances, and even championship pursuits. Imagine a scenario where the fallout from this breakup sets the stage for a multi-layered feud that spans months, a feud that pits former allies against each other, creates new rivalries, and perhaps even reshuffles the pecking order among WWE's brightest stars. WWE's creative team is known for their ability to reinvent narratives, and this could very well be their boldest move yet.
Okay, so he's not really giving us a straight answer, but however, Dom betraying Liv Morgan is, in my opinion, it's risky, and it's a career suicide because the fans of Liv Morgan like Dom, and because of his loyalty to Liv Morgan. But however, we the people know that Dom does not love Liv Morgan. He loves Marie Juliet, and that's his wife. So it's one of the reasons why he didn't spend time with her on Valentine's Day, because it was all cap. It was all for show. It was all part of the gig. You feel me? So, I mean, Liv didn't do nothing but just spend time with her animals and her dogs, and that's pretty much it. While Dom was spending time with his wife behind closed doors. So, honestly, I knew that Liv and Dom were gonna spend time with each other on Valentine's Day. I just knew after the day when they went to that hockey game that was the last time they were gonna spend time with each other, face to face. You know what I mean? Outside of work. So I'm just glad that both of them are not doing anything personal behind the scenes. I was really worried for a second, that Dom was gonna, that Liv was gonna put the pressure on Dom to cheat, but they've been doing so far so good. They've been doing their own thing behind the scenes, so that's good. So I can't complain on that. But however, don't y'all just wait? Don't y'all just can't wait till these two separate? But what's crazy about this, right, is the way he's narrating it, make it seem like they're not breaking up due to personal issues. They're breaking up because of ego. And, it sounds to me like the way he explained it, make it seem like this is something I expect from Raquel, not from Dom. That basically Dom is leaving Liv Morgan to start his own path and find his own way. Like basically he gotta he gotta get from around her just to get to where he need to go. That's logical. Him separating from Liv Morgan to go to a different path, that's logical. You know what I mean? But basically it's kind of like with Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, right? They can't team up with each other anymore, but they got to go to separate paths. So now Damian's in SmackDown and Rhea's in Raw, but they still show love to each other on social media, right? But because this is a relationship on screen, is one of the reasons why this might not go so well for Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio, because on screen they got a beef because Liv Morgan is attached to Dominik Mysterio. And because she's attached, obviously this is going to lead some type of confusion because Liv thought that Dom was ride or die. Come to find out that, bro, that was not the case, right? So if Dom jumped the gun before Liv, that's going to be shocking because some of the backstage segments kind of like, well, Liv was going to betray him. But now you're saying Dom is going to betray her? Well, that's going to hurt her even more because that makes it seem like that Dom doesn't want to have a successful career with Liv Morgan. He wants to have a successful career on his own. I respect that. But however, are you going to be able to survive that? Because if you don't, there's a possibility you might be a jobber. And at that point, it's all because you separate yourself from somebody that gave you fame and gave you fans. And now you got to build it on your own, but it's going to slow down and it's going to be a blockage because of that hurt that you put on Liv Morgan. But hopefully the Rhea fans will back you up. Hopefully the old Judgment Day fans will back you up. But it's going to be very hard to do so when people are going to be like, why would you betray Liv Morgan? She was loyal to you. But the Rhea fans are going to be like, well, told you so. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully if he ever do separate himself from Liv Morgan, that he will just want to, hopefully, in months and years from now that he'll make amends with Rhea and his spotter. You know what I'm saying? So, and Damian Priest. So we'll see, but the way he describing it make it seem like it's disclosed information, So I guess we could continue on, but at some point I'm going to have to cut it short because he ain't really saying nothing. So that we need to hear, because I can add another video to this, which I'm probably going to do. So let's go ahead and continue.
Closed doors. The details of this storyline remain shrouded in secrecy. Insiders tell us that every aspect, from the planning to the execution, has been meticulously crafted and kept under lock and key. The real mastermind behind this move may never be known, but one thing is certain. WWE is pulling out all the stops to ensure this twist is unforgettable. Confidential memos, undisclosed strategy sessions, and off-the-record conversations have all hinted at a major upheaval in the near future. The entire operation reeks of secrecy, and that makes it all the more intriguing. As we follow these breadcrumbs, the only certainty is that the truth is far more complex than it seems. With WrestleMania just around the corner, every moment is charged with anticipation. The upcoming event isn't just another pay-per-view. It's the stage where legends are made and storylines reach their explosive climax. And if the rumors are true, we may witness a betrayal that redefines the landscape of WWE. Every backstage whisper, every insider hint, points to a massive plot twist unfolding at the grandest stage of them all. As the countdown ticks closer, the stakes couldn't be higher, and neither could the excitement. Fans, this is your moment to prepare for a roller coaster of emotions. The fallout from this breakup could change everything, and we'll be here to cover every twist and turn. As we approach the climax of this mysterious saga, we must ask ourselves, what does this mean for Dominik Mysterio? Is he simply a pawn in WWE's larger game? Or is he about to embark on a journey that will define his legacy forever? Dominik's character has always been steeped in legacy and ambition. This potential betrayal might be the catalyst that propels him from being a rising star to a true force of nature, albeit one willing to sacrifice loyalty for power. The decision he makes in the coming weeks could determine the course of his career and set the tone for years to come. Only time will reveal the true motivations behind his actions. But one thing is for sure. The WWE Universe is on the edge of their seats, waiting to see which path he will choose. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into one of the most mysterious storylines in recent WWE history.
Okay, so let's go to the next video, all right? I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with this channel, Different Gossip. If y'all want to subscribe, here's a screenshot right here. Let's go ahead and see what they're talking about, because the last one kind of didn't really give us much to hear, but to prepare. So let's go ahead and get to this video.
It's all over. Liv Morgan and Finn Balor together. Dominik Mysterio is shocked. The past few months have been turbulent for Liv Morgan, Dominik Mysterio, and the rest of the Judgment Day. As the road to WrestleMania 41 continues, WWE fans have been actively fantasy booking the future of the Dominik.
FYI, they did not split just yet, all right? Liv and Dom are still on the same page, but however, This is just a theory and prediction. So, well, not prediction, but theory. So, again, they're still around, but that don't mean that they're not going to be around for long. Okay. This is just, their theory on what could happen, with Liv and Finn and Dom. So, just want to put that out there. So, don't get confused with the title. Okay. It's just a theory. So, let's go ahead and keep it going. All right.
And heel stable, sparking discussions about potential betrayals and new alliances. Recently, a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, reignited speculation about a major shift within the faction. A fan uploaded a reel featuring Dominik Mysterio, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and Liv Morgan, highlighting the short-lived alliance between Styles, Balor, and Morgan against the early iteration of the Judgment Day. This clip led to widespread debate about whether a betrayal could be on the horizon, particularly one that might turn Dominik Mysterio from one of WWE's most despised heels into a babyface. The WWE Universe had mixed reactions to this idea, with some embracing the possibility of Liv Morgan, Finn Balor, and AJ Styles forming their own faction. If such a split were to happen, it would drastically alter the landscape of the Judgment Day, leaving the stable with members like Raquel Rodriguez, Carlito, JD McDonough, and Dominik Mysterio.
I am so glad he mentioned them.
However, the potential shift also raises questions about Dominik's future in WWE and whether he could successfully transition into a fan-favorite character after being one of the most booed superstars in the company. Hints of a possible betrayal have been subtly woven into storylines, particularly during Liv Morgan's infiltration of the Judgment Day. Her interactions with Dominik, Rhea Ripley, and Damian Priest have left fans questioning her true intentions. With Rhea Ripley's absence and internal tensions brewing, Morgan's growing influence could pave the way for an unexpected coup within the faction. One of the key elements fueling the speculation is Dominik Mysterio's unique position in WWE. Despite the immense heat he receives from live crowds, he has displayed a natural ability to engage audiences. A face turn, if executed properly, could add new layers to his character, creating a fresh narrative for WrestleMania season. A betrayal at the hands of the Judgment Day could serve as a catalyst for such a transformation, with Dominik seeking redemption by aligning himself with Morgan, Balor, and Styles. On the other hand, WWE may decide to keep the Judgment Day intact and further explore the internal conflicts within the faction. With Carlito and JD McDonough playing significant roles, the stable could continue evolving without a major split. Additionally, Rhea Ripley's eventual return could reset the power dynamics and re-establish dominance for the group. For now, the WWE Universe remains divided on what the future holds. Some believe a betrayal is inevitable, with Liv Morgan leading a rebellion against the Judgment Day, while others think the faction's core members will find a way to stay united despite the ongoing tensions. As WrestleMania 41 approaches, all eyes are on the Judgment Day to see whether their internal struggles will lead to a seismic shift in WWE's landscape. Whether Dominik Mysterio turns face, Liv Morgan orchestrates a power play, or the Judgment Day remains intact, the coming weeks promise to deliver high-stakes drama and unforgettable moments. Over the past few months, Liv Morgan, Dominik Mysterio, and the Judgment Day have faced a series of challenges that have shaken up their status in WWE. As WrestleMania 41 draws closer, fans have been speculating on potential storylines and betrayals that could redefine the landscape of the faction. A recent post on X, formerly Twitter, sparked major discussion among the WWE Universe. The fan-shared reel featured Dirty Dom, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and Liv Morgan, showcasing a throwback to when Styles, Balor, and Morgan were united against the earlier incarnation of the Judgment Day. This clip reignited speculation about a possible shift in alliances, particularly focusing on the idea of Dominik Mysterio turning face after a betrayal within the group. Given Dominik's status as one of the most hated heels in WWE, a potential face turn would be a shocking development. The fans' post suggested a scenario in which Morgan, Balor, and Styles could reunite to form a faction, leaving the Judgment Day with members like Raquel Rodriguez, Carlito, JD McDonough, and Dominik himself. The possibility of a shakeup in the faction has led to widespread fan theories about how the story could unfold on WWE programming. Some members of the WWE Universe are open to the idea of this new faction forming, as subtle hints have already been dropped in recent weeks. When Morgan was attempting to infiltrate the Judgment Day, her interactions with Dominik raised questions about her true intentions. Could her actions have been part of a larger plan to dismantle the group from within? Finn Balor and AJ Styles share a deep history in WWE, particularly through their connection to the Bullet Club from their time in Japan. Adding Liv Morgan to the mix could provide a fresh dynamic, bringing together veterans and a rising star with
Now, see, if we had the OC, we would have been all good. You know what I mean? AJ Styles, Finn, Liv, and the OC, we would have been straight. But y'all had to let them go. And a plan like this don't make no sense. But I don't know. I don't think JD is gonna ride with Dom and Raquel. Well, that's up to her. But Carlito, I'm not sure. But dang, the Judgment Day versus the Bullet Club. That would be something right there. That would be something right there. I mean, it's up to Carlito and Raquel if they want to ride with Dom, but I don't see why when, Raquel is the only reason why she even got in the Judgment Day is because of Liv Morgan. So Liv portraying Raquel, and Carlito riding with Dom, I don't know. I mean, I guess it all depends, but we'll see how this goes. But I guess it will be okay because, think about it. Raquel, Carlito, Dom, subbing for the Latin community. You know what I mean? I know the Mexicans gonna ride with them, but still, I would still change the name. Just because. So we'll see.
Unfinished business in the Judgment Day. Styles and Balor could play the role of experienced mentors, while Morgan, who has become more cunning and strategic, might use her past ties to the Judgment Day as leverage in this potential storyline. Meanwhile, if Dominik were to turn face, the question remains, how would this transition occur? Would he break away from the Judgment Day due to internal conflicts, or would he be forced out by his fellow stablemates? Tensions have been mounting within the group, especially with Rhea Ripley's absence, causing instability. JD McDonough and Carlito have stepped in, but their presence hasn't solidified the faction as much as Ripley once did. This could create the perfect storm for Dominik to be betrayed and ultimately seek redemption by joining forces with Morgan, Balor, and Styles. WWE has a history of executing faction breakups in dramatic fashion, and if the storyline gains traction, it could lead to one of the biggest betrayals in recent history. Fans continue to analyze every promo, match, and backstage segment for clues that might hint at the direction WWE plans to take. As WrestleMania season heats up, it remains to be seen whether these fantasy booking ideas will turn into reality. If WWE chooses to follow this path, it could create compelling television, particularly for Dominik Mysterio, whose character has evolved significantly since aligning with the Judgment Day. Whether he remains a despised heel or transitions into a beloved underdog, his next steps will be crucial for his career trajectory. With Liv Morgan's unpredictable nature, Finn Balor's leadership experience, and AJ Styles' veteran status, this potential faction could be a major force in WWE. As for the Judgment Day, they would have to regroup and redefine their identity without some of their key members. Adding to the intrigue, Dominik Mysterio recently hinted at the possibility of adding another member to the Judgment Day, given that JD McDonough is currently sidelined with an injury. However, Finn Balor is opposed to the idea, which could lead to further tension within the group. This internal conflict might be the breaking point that sets the stage for a major betrayal. Fans have voiced their excitement over the possibility of this shift. One fan commented, "If it isn't the plan, this would make for an amazing pivot storyline."
Okay, so 2 videos. Now, what have we learned from this? That the Liv and Dom era is going to come to an end before or during the day of WrestleMania. And look, I don't know what Carlito and Raquel and JD are going to do. All I know is that when JD comes back, all this is over. Okay? The Judgment Day and, this Liv and Dom crap is all done. Okay? Now, Finn is planning on getting a push, but that doesn't mean that we haven't heard any updates with AJ Styles and Liv Morgan. But however, I would really love it if Liv Morgan would win the women's title at SummerSlam. Otherwise, she needs to think about her career. And I say, go to Hollywood. You know what I mean? So, and for AJ, if he do want to decide to work with Finn Balor and Liv, do what you do, bro. I mean, we need the Bullet Club. We don't need it, but it's good to see it, right? And maybe he can try to get back with Hunter and see if he can bring back the OC. So that way they could be tag team champions. And, AJ be Intercontinental and Finn be the world champion and Liv be women's champion. That way the Bullet Club get all the gold. You feel me? So I'm rooting for them, but we got to get rid of Dom first. Once we get rid of Dom, then everybody can move on, right? So I don't know what Carlito and Raquel going to do. I will hope that Raquel will go after the Intercontinental title against Lyra, and I will hope that Carlito just, I don't know what Carlito going to do. I wish he would just, retire, but he said he want to stay, so I don't know what he going to do, but whatever he want to do it. But I would like it if he would start a storyline with Raquel, so, start a relationship with those two, and just to bring some comedy, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully he can make that happen. So, I ain't gonna say his name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But hopefully the writers will do it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they'll put Carlito and Raquel as a couple for the on-screen, and it will be one of the most hilarious couples of them all, But I don't know if Dom is going to continue to plan on working with those two. When Raquel came in because of Liv and Carlito came in because of the LWO, or his portrayal of the LWO. So I don't know about that. JD, he coming back solo. You know what I mean? He coming back stronger than ever, faster than ever, and I can't wait for his push as well. So we'll see about that. But Dom betraying Liv Morgan, if he want to end his career like that, suit yourself. But is people going to ride for him? I don't know. It depends if they're going to let him talk. So if they let him talk, okay, we good. But if you don't let him talk, then it's a waste of time. Because obviously you guys want to continue to boo him. And for what? For what? Because y'all want to hear him speak? You got to hear his explanation of why he betrayed Liv Morgan. Otherwise, he's going to have to stay in the back. That's because that's the only way we can hear him talk. So hopefully, we'll see that change if he ever do betray Liv Morgan. But all that's going to do is set a history that he has where basically he has a history of not staying loyal. He betrayed his dad. He betrayed Rhea. And if he betrayed Liv Morgan, I'm just going to look at it like he saw the writing on the wall and pretty much said that the only reason why I betrayed her was because I knew one day she was going to get me, so I got to get her before she get me. You get what I'm saying? Because we all know that Liv is still mad at the fact that, she lost her title. You know what I'm saying? And Dom didn't do much to help her. He tried, but didn't do much. You know what I'm saying? So if Dom do decide to betray Liv Morgan, he's going to have to explain himself. So, because we didn't even get an explanation of why he betrayed Rhea. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not going to give us an explanation of why you're betraying the women that try to help you to become, well, I ain't going to say all that. But basically, every fan of their fan base is going to ask you why you did it. Maybe the only explanation I could explain the only explanation I could give them is that you had to get them before they get you. But I feel like Rhea was really riding and dying for you. But at the end of the day, you know, I mean, Rhea has accomplished a lot for you and have done a lot for you. Versus with Liv, she hasn't done nothing but made you weaker and made you look like a simp and gave you fame to the point where you can't go to the grocery store and grab something without somebody coming up to you and say, hey, where's Liv Morgan? Instead of asking, hey, where's Marie Juliet? You get what I'm saying? So, you know, again, I think he's just tired of the hate. He's tired of people hating on him. I don't know if I still have that video of him speaking on that, but however, yeah, man, I mean, Dom's tired, man. He's tired of being hated. You know, he's tired of getting booed, and he wants to, you know, grow, you know, and mature, you know what I'm saying? So, well, not mature, but basically he just wanted people to stop hating on him, you know what I mean? And like I said before, if you want the hate to stop, you're going to have to portray her. I mean, not betray, but you're going to have to leave her, okay? If you want the hate to stop, you're going to have to remove yourself from the Judgment Day and get away from Liv Morgan. That's the only way to do it. And then people will start to see the change of heart, you know? So if anyone asks, you had a change of heart, decide you want to go solo. And they'll respect it, you know what I mean? Maybe the women won't respect it, but the men will. You know, the ones that are true fans of you, you know? So hopefully he'll do that. I'm hoping that if he ever do decide to betray Liv Morgan, that it will help him renew his fan base and help him to grow a different fan base to where they can respect him as a solo wrestler than respect him when he was, because let's be honest, nobody respects Dominik Mysterio because he don't respect anybody else. You know, he don't respect his spotter. He don't respect the people that brung him up. And for that, you know, he pretty much just lack the word respect. But I'm pretty sure if somebody humble him, he'll have to learn it at some point, because you do want people to respect you. You know, look how people respect Eddie and respect your father. They respect them because they put in the work. Versus with you ain't really doing much but just acting. You know what I'm saying? So I will hope. And not only that, you keep losing. But again, I don't care about the wins and losses. I care about your character. I care about your legacy. So they talk about legacy. The first video talk about your legacy. Well, here's the thing. He won't have no legacy if he's just going to be a simp. You saw what happened to Jamal Ellsworth. Once Carmella got rid of him, he was gone. And nobody talking about him anymore. The only person that brung him up was AJ Styles. Other than that, he was a dust in the wind. Just vanished. We didn't really talk about him. We bring it up to kids, they won't even know who he is. So, again, the thing is this. Like, we gave y'all reasons why. We gave y'all Liv and Dom fans reasons why we don't respect them as a couple. And yesterday was Valentine's Day, right? Where was Dom and Liv then? Huh? Last time we saw, and y'all can go check out the video I post, you see that Shawty didn't do nothing but just spend time with her farm animals and her dogs. Versus with Dom, he ain't do nothing but just stay behind closed doors, and I'm pretty sure he was spending time with his wife. So for y'all to just think that, oh, they're going to go on a date. Nope, no date. Just pretty much quarantine. So I really think you guys, it's funny how Liv would repost all those pictures of her and Dom, but she was just talking down on Rhea, talking about she's going to be lonely on Valentine's Day, but she's spending time with her husband on Valentine's Day. And not only that, while Shawty was at home spending time with her animals, and Dom was pretty much spending time with her wife. I mean, his wife. So it's like this, man. Like, all that talk, all that tough talk, all that talking down, talking about she gonna be lonely on Valentine's Day. She's spending time with her husband. The fuck is you talking about? Talking about we're gonna be on a hot date. Well, I don't see nothing hot about you reposting shit that has nothing to do with you and doing with on Valentine's Day. Like, what are you talking about? You said you were gonna go on a date, and instead you at home quarantining with your animal friends. So what does that tell you right there? That it was all cap. And I knew, I'm glad it was. I'm glad that it was all cap because honestly, we don't want to see you two together anyway. We don't. That hockey game y'all went to, that was a one-time deal. Okay? That shit over with. It's time to go back to what you was doing. So, again, and back what you was doing, I'm saying mind your business, stay out of marriage business, and you focus on your single woman's business. So when you was talking down on all those lonely men are laughing at you because you thought you was going to spend time with a married man until you realized you wasn't. You was spending time with your animal friends. And there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, you can't be talking down on someone that you don't got your facts back. You don't got your facts straight and you don't got nothing to back it up. Don't say that, oh, they're going to be lonely. What do you mean? You was lonely too. Well, lonely by not having a human appearance, but you was not lonely when you was with the animals. I'll say that. So you was lonely. You just wasn't lonely because you had your animal friends, but you was lonely human appearance because you didn't have no human, that you was spending time with. Is Dom betraying you or you betraying him? But people want you to betray him so that way they could say that, some people will say that he's innocent and some people will say he deserves it. You know what I mean? But if he do it, people going to say, oh, look, Dom betraying Liv Morgan. Now he's known for one of the most unloyal people of them all. Well, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I didn't want him to do that, because if he do that, it will hurt his career because now people can't trust him. You know what I mean? Because of what he did to his spotter, what he did to Rhea. And now you betraying Liv Morgan. I mean, look, only vouch I could do for him is this. The only reason why he betrayed Liv Morgan is because he saw the cracks on the wall. He knew that Liv Morgan was going to betray him for Finn Balor. And that's the only reason why he did it. Because he's like, okay, I see Shawty ain't loyal, so I'm going to get her before she get me. And she brought up the fact that she said, oh, she's not mad at me, but the way she talking make it seem like she mad at me. But then she'll probably say, well, I wasn't mad. Yeah, I was mad at you for a little bit, but I wasn't mad at you afterwards because you helped me. Yeah, because I helped. You know what I'm saying? Like, and because if I didn't help you, would you still be mad? Hell yeah. You still be, listen, hell have no fury like a woman scorned. Okay, if a woman say that, hey, I'm not gonna be mad, I'm not mad at you. No, you're mad at me. Okay, you're mad. So at the end of the day, man, you can't trust these hoes, bro. You just can't. You can't trust these hoes. Okay, you can't trust them. All right, you just can't trust them. All right, and you can't worship them. All right, unless you're about to have sex, don't trust them. You know what I mean? Like. Dom know, okay? He know these hoes ain't loyal. And even though right now it don't look like it, we got to see who gonna jump the gun. It's either Dom or Liv. So we just have to watch and see. But best believe sure the Liv and Dom movement will end. And it's all because of Finn Balor. And ego. Yeah, ego too. But y'all get on the comment box. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new. And what do you guys think, man? Who you think is going to jump the gun? Who you think is going to betray who? Liv Morgan or Dominik Mysterio? Y'all comment down below and let me know, all right? I'll catch y'all in the next video. And do not forget, tonight at 6 p.m., NXT Vengeance Day. Y'all watch that, okay? If you're subscribed to my channel, turn on your notifications, and we will be going live at 6 p.m. So make sure you guys check that out, okay? And I'll see y'all in a little bit, all right? I'm out.